What what kind of, or not what kind of photography, I guess, what photographers do you kind of enjoy their work? Do you go back to kind of look at their work to see what they're doing?
Oh my goodness, there's so many. I don't know where to start really. I love so many different types of photography, and I love so many different photographers' work that I could not name anybody specifically really. I just enjoy seeing different styles, everything, from I love portrait stuff. I love, small intimate scenes. So many different photographers that I love. Really, it would be. I'd feel bad to even name anybody because there isn't one specific photographer. I quite like looking at some of the European photographers as well. Living here in Canada, it's nice to have that balance of looking at photographers in the UK and stuff, because there's usually a slightly different approach, just to kind of, I think some of the North American work can be a little bit more vibrant, a bit kind of stronger, I don't know, a bit more shouty, if you like. And then some of the European stuff it tends to be a bit quieter, a bit more subtle. So it's nice to just look at different photographers from different places around the world as well.
That's really interesting that you say that like North America would have kind of a brighter, like maybe higher saturation, contrast, stuff like that, and your European would be kind of like that more painterly style, like maybe muted colors, or that really, really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. That might be a bit of a sweeping statement, but I think that there does tend to be a slightly more toned down way of editing and stuff. But I also think that part of that might be due to just how the landscape is. Like it tends to be more kind of muted, more muted colors. Here we have bright blue skies and sunshine and clear, very clear. Whereas in the UK, it tends to be more kind of atmosphere, in that it's often a bit rainy, or that it's a different thing. And I remember when I first visited Canada from the UK and I looked at my photos, they looked so clear and bright and sharp in comparison to what I photographed in the UK. And I was thinking, well, is it because the atmosphere is kind of cleaner, or I don't know what it is, or the light is different, or I'm not quite sure, but I'm sure that there's a whole bunch of things that maybe play into that.